This is prime time. This is prime time. This is prime time. This is prime time. What? Back in my hallway. I got these clothes on. Okay, I must have been dreaming. All right, let's do this. Hey, what's going on, y'all? On today's episode, Snake, Hammer, and I will have a conversation about Zack Snyder's WandaVision. No. Snake and Hammer and I are going to have a conversation about WandaVision. No. We're going to have a conversation about WandaVision. This is prime time.
Talk nerdy to me. Get nerdy with me.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Mingo-Dee, and this is prime time. The only time where you can have best time and nerdy time. Okay, all right, well, let's do this show. All right, guys, I got a lot I want to talk about. But before that, I'm your host, Mingo-Dee, and yeah.
I'm Snake.
And I'm the Hammer. You gonna be okay? You good?
Yeah. I'm gonna be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine.
Okay. All right.
Make sure y'all. Okay, y'all, and I'm me. Okay. All right. All right. I got a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about WandaVision today. But before we do that, we're gonna talk about the Zack Snyder's. We're gonna talk about WandaVision.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Don't mind me. All right. So instead, we're gonna talk about the IGN. We're gonna talk about WandaVision.
Bro, you sure you okay? Like you?
Yeah. You know what? We're just gonna talk about WandaVision. So you guys seen the last episode. I seen the last episode, and kind of afraid to say this, but I'm really not feeling it. It was good. Don't get me wrong. It was good. And before, I get interrupted or anything like that, I'm just gonna say this. I like the episode, but I really felt like it should go bigger. Spoiler, by the way. If you saw the last episode, then you would know that it was a big reveal, right? Big reveal. They showed that Agatha Harkness is here, and she's, powerful witch, and she's, going back and forth with Scarlet Witch. Well, now she takes her through this, pretty much we're going through exposition all over again. And I wasn't really that excited about the exposition. I really wasn't. But it was fair. It showed us what was going on with Wanda, her story, why she was hurt, and it showed how her powers came to be. Honestly, I really didn't care for that part too much because it was like, oh, we're going to say mute. Nope, we're not going to say mute. We're going to say she was born witch. I said witch twice.
Yeah.
Witch 3 times. Was good, but I don't know. I kind of wanted more. And I'm probably reaching too much. I'm probably asking for too much, but and that's what got me to thinking. I read an article, and on the article it was pretty much saying that is Marvel, kicking himself in the butt or whatever, because it's like one of those things to where, they're catering more to, I guess, people like me who want like, give me more. But TV is more about slow pace, exposition. Let's get this stuff done. And And from this point, everybody, we're Netflix people. We stream so much, so we want all the content now, right? We want the content now. But the reason why WandaVision is supposed to be so good is because it gives you that slow, back to reality TV, what you used to watch when you were a kid. You can't pause it type thing to where you're watching episode after episode, week by week, and then finally we're waiting for all this, and then they just take you. You say, oh, just in case you didn't know, here's this, and it's like, well, I don't know. I guess I felt like they were trying to say that I was stupid, and I'm not stupid. I pretty much pieced everything together as it went on. So I just didn't feel like they should have gave me a whole backstory. I mean, some of it was good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, some of it was good, and then I like the end credits, whatever. But it is what it is. It was good, but after a big reveal as Agatha Harkness, we expect like boom, boom, and I'm sure on the last episode they're gonna give you more, but I don't know. But with that said, I'm gonna pull it over to you guys. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. That was my take on it. I'm gonna let y'all tell me what y'all think, and we're gonna go from there.
Well, I guess I'll go first. I can see kind of what you're saying. Like, it was, the reveal was nice, with Agatha, and backstories are tricky. Let me say that, because sometimes they work really, really, really well, and sometimes they don't. I felt like this was, oddly enough, I was kind of in the middle on it, and I was like, I kind of already knew all of this. And I personally, I've already voiced my opinion. I feel a certain kind of way because they couldn't say mutants, and there's that whole thing with her and Quicksilver. And again, we already know who's their parent really is in comics. We already know this. If you're a comic person, you are aware. It would be so nice if they had the ability to say what they wanted to say fully. But I credit them for being able to put something together to be able to use in the show. I didn't hate it. I thought it could have been a little more grand dealing with Agatha, but I think within the build they're setting up to really explain, like they're really getting to explain just how powerful Wanda is. Like, you could kind of tell, if you want to say spoiler, I don't believe in spoilers. I feel like you can watch whatever you want to watch, but still, if you notice, like, even when Agatha was like dealing with Wanda and they're taking her through these things, there was a part of her in her speech and the way she would look and her demeanor where she looked like she kind of feared Wanda, even like, oh shit, when she tells her like, hey, you're a Scarlet Witch, like you could see it kind of in her eye. It was kind of like, you're super dangerous. Like, you are like mega powerful. It's a scary thing. So, and I like that because, if you watched the Avengers, Endgame, or not Endgame, Infinity War, like, like, to me, the way I took it, Wanda could have straight up took out Thanos. Like, being that she controlled the Mind Stone like that, she could have taken out Thanos. She didn't want to sacrifice Vision, but in theory, Wanda could have just ended all that shit. Like, period. She could have ended it. It would have been done, over with. But I like the build. I do see kind of your point in it. I can see where it's almost a little too slow, but I think it's gonna correct itself in the next episode, and then whenever they move on to the next season, I think it'll correct itself. I think it'll be okay.
So, I mean, I didn't mind the episode because I like them because they tell the backstory about basically what happened. I was hoping that they would get into the whole mutant thing, which they didn't not do it. So, and then it actually just explained like how the whole Westview thing happened. Like, it filled in gaps, which it does need to do that. I did hate that it felt the episode felt like as soon as it started, it was already over. It told a story, but at the same time, nothing happened. Like, it's like, okay, like they could have condensed that into another show. Like, I hated this. Like, really, that's it. Like, didn't find out what happened. The old girl from the last when Speedy took her, whatever. But I mean, overall, like I'm liking the way that they're doing the show. Like, it, I don't know, it's working out great. Like, I just, I do feel like want them to get to the more to the show. Um, I do like how they're addressing things from the comics too. Um, I they did change Agatha's like intro, like she was burned as a witch in the Salem witch trials in the comics, and that's the way it looked like they were about to do at the beginning of it, but then it turns out the witches like, and then her own mother like and stuff. I was like, okay, that's a twist. Pretty cool. Um, but I want to know, like within Wanda's house, like when she made it, like what what color lights are in Wanda's house?
What color lights are in Wanda's house? Red, red lights. You're not gonna answer.
I don't know, but you turn them on with the scarlet switch.
Stupid.
Oh my god!
You're so stupid. It's so stupid. I like it though. I like it. It fit in with the show. That's what's perfect about it. It goes with the theme.
Good job.
Well
Good
done,
job.
sir. Well done. I like it.
Well, that's our show, and just to let you guys know, WandaVision is the #1 show in the world. Go watch WandaVision. So with that said, see you guys next time. Help. So tune in next week. Help, and that's our show. Help. You're not pressing the button. That's our show.